What a shocker, LJ. Of course, Pauline Hanson keen to boot Annastacia Palaszczuk out of Parliament House. The One Nation leader says that the Premier has been using the COVID pandemic as a political football, saying she's been hiding behind the virus, and has said again that she won't be making any deals with Labor for them to secure government. We do know that the Premier has said this multiple times as well. Here's what Pauline had to say.
Annastacia has used this as a political ploy. She has not saved Queenslanders, right? And she's destroyed our economy. It's about time she went. I will not support a Labor government. None of my candidates will support a Labor government, and I've made that quite clear.
Now, we know Annastacia Palaszczuk has wrapped up her regional blitz. She went to multiple locations this week, including Bowen, Mackay and Townsville. But she is back in the southeast today. And as we know, there's storms predicted across the state. But there's going to be an even bigger storm tonight, Laura, at the Sky News Courier Mail People's Forum, where both leaders will face off, going head-to-head. They'll be getting questions from undecided voters from across Queensland. And they might be able to dodge questions from journos, but they won't be able to with the voters. We'll be hearing about the policies, the personalities and, of course, the pandemic. All the action, all the thrills and spills right here on Sky News and Sky News on Win from 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 5 p.m. Daylight Time.
Yeah, Anna Rawlings is travelling with the LNP and he's in Brisbane City for us this morning. Anna, the two leaders almost came face-to-face in the regions, and if you've been on an election campaign, this is the party leaders, the planners around both leaders. It's their worst nightmare, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, Laura. And it was a very close call yesterday, in fact, for Deb Frecklington and the Premier to come face to face. They narrowly avoided seeing each other both in Mackay. Now, this all unfolded at Mackay Airport. Now, media contingents travel with both leaders, and the first sign that we were all in the same spot was when the other media bus was also in the car park. We all jumped off ready to get on the plane to our next destination. I was travelling with the LNP with Deb Frecklington. She was already on our aircraft. As we were getting ready to go, a plane started to wheel past and we were told it was the Premier's plane. Now, Deb Frecklington put on quite a friendly face as she looked on, so not physically seeing the Premier, but really just a couple of hundreds of metres away there on the tarmac as Annastacia Palaszczuk's plane wheeled and taxied past. Now, Deb Frecklington maintains, had they have come face to face, it would have been a friendly encounter.
We did cross paths with the Premier in Mackay. Had you come face to face, would it have been a friendly encounter?
Yeah, absolutely. I would have said a big g'day to her.
Now, there was no escaping Labor for Deb Frecklington while in central Queensland yesterday. She was mid-press conference taking aim at Labor's cuts when it comes to their costings. Of course, we're told by the Treasurer it's going to take around $4 billion to get the state back on its feet. $1 billion of those is in relation to health cuts. Well, while Deb Frecklington was taking aim at this, an anti-LNP bus, so a government bus declaring the LNP's cuts, actually pulled up mid-press conference. So certainly no escaping the government's criticism there, hearing from both sides about cuts and costings on a day when that topic dominated the campaign.
The reason Deb Frecklington is hiding her costings is because she is hiding her cuts.
We're going to release our costings on Thursday, like we have always said we're going to. But I'll also say this, with the LNP's costings, there will be no cuts to the Queensland Health. There'll be no efficiency dividend in Queensland Health.
Now, while those leaders may not have come face-to-face yesterday, as we heard from Brendan, they are going to come face-to-face today. That's happening this evening with the Sky News Courier Mail People's Forum.